No.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. When a person of this tariqat on this verge of losing almost everything, how does he or she still be patient and give thanks to Allah?
You want me to wash you up, huh? You seriously want me to wash you up? Maybe I'm not going to answer this question. I'm going to say sit down and think and go to sajda and say astaghfirullah. You're still able to type this question. You haven't lost your fingers yet. You're still able to ask this question. You still haven't lost your reasoning yet. You're still able to not think and to just put forward a question. It's still showing you are still living in luxury enough to be arrogant and not to think. Everything? What is everything? What is everything? Your health, your home, your loved ones, everything? So to you, everything is that. Your health, your home, your income, that is everything. Then you're not a believer. What is everything for a believer? What is the only thing that is most important for a believer? His faith, his belief. You still have your belief? Everything will pass. Whether it's taken away from you, or you give it up, or you die, and we're all going to end up in that grave, everything will be lost anyway. So what is going to stay? Our faith is going to stay. Don't tell me that you had it worse than the Sahaba Kiram, who, yes, they lost everything, but they never complained because they have the Holy Prophet. You're on the verge of losing everything. Do you still have your faith? Yeah, but that means your faith is not the most important thing to you, huh? Everything is. I'm saying astaghfirullah. I'm saying may Allah not test me. And you should say astaghfirullah also. You don't want to be tested. Who has lost everything? You are not even close to what Ayub alayhi salam has gone through. Don't say you're going to lose everything. Ayub alayhi salam, he had everything. He was a prophet, he had faith, and he had sons, and he had families, he had wealth, he had land, he had power, he had everything. Then what happened? Did he do something bad that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took everything away from him? Nothing. He is a prophet, he is ma'soom. All prophets, they never commit a wrong thing, they never commit a sin, they are all protected. Certain things they may have done, it is to show us, to give us a lesson. Allah is making this prophet to do that, to teach us. He had everything. And shaitan saying to Allah, your prophet only worships you, only has faith because he has everything. If he has nothing, he's not going to worship you. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, then I give you permission. Take away everything from him. So you understand, it wasn't Allah who was taking too, it was shaitan. And Allah is saying, you will find him patient. His sons, his daughters, his family start dying on him. He lost his wealth. He lost his property. He lost everything. He had a wife, one wife that was taking care of him. He started to lose his health. He was afflicted with boils that were filled with pus. There was smelling, and he was complete pain. And his wife, because he was too heavy for her, brought him to stay in a cave up in the mountains, coming sometimes to go and to take care of him. And still, Ayub alayhi salam, he was patient. He didn't put up his hand and say, why? He was patient. Oh, but that's a prophet, that's not me. So you're not following a prophet. Who are you following, Shaitan? The prophet is there in the Quran al-Karim for us to take lesson and guidance from, and believe me, we're not even given one millionth of a test that Ayub alayhi salam went through. So you're not using him as a role model. Who's your role model? People of dunya? Who's your role model? Millionaires? Who's your role model? Hollywood? Who's your role model? Shaitan? Your nafs? Then that time is a different sohbat I'm going to give. And in each boil that Ayub alayhi salam had, there was a worm. There was one tiny worm, a maggot, that was just eating into his flesh. Eating, going inside. Every time it touches, the pain. The awliyaullah saying, if that pain of Ayub alayhi salam, one pain was given to this whole world was going to die. And he was suffering from it. Still, he was patient. And one day, when he was alone, the worm that was eating inside his flesh, one of them fell down. He picked it up and he put it back inside. There was some protection from that pain, because Allah gives people who are patient extra protection. The people who are not patient, they will never understand, they will never feel. But when Ayub alayhi salam, he took and he put that little worm back, and when that worm bit him, and that worm traveled all the way to his heart, and it bit him, that one bite, the pain from that one bite made all his pain, everything else, to be forgotten, because it was so terrible. And just one tear fell from his eye, and it fell down to the floor, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala addressed his prophet and saying, Ya Ayub, are you complaining about us? And Ayub alayhi salam saying, it is known to you, Ya Rabbi. I am not. But I am crying because he's reaching to my heart. And once he eats through my heart, I will die and I cannot worship you anymore. This is why I'm crying. And Allah is saying, Ya Ayub, when that worm fell down to the ground, that was our mercy. But when you picked it up and you put it back, that was your doing. This is a test for a prophet. Shaitan came and gave him all that torture. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, don't you see, he still has faith. Because of his faith, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala then restored everything that he had lost. He had his faith, and for him his faith was the most important thing. If we are following tariqat, following Islam, our role models should be the prophets, it should be the awliya Allah, should be the Sahabi Kiram. It should not be what we see on television. It should not be what our father and our mother, they tell us what our lives are going to be, our friends or the internet or Facebook, or should not. If you say, I don't want to follow tariqat, then these words don't apply to you so much. I'll give a different sohbat in that time. May Allah make it easy for you. Say astaghfirullah. You will find Allah forgiving. Fatiha.